What is going on, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to dive into a very specific topic. I want to talk about how I'm leaving my trades early, and I have a specific example that I want to talk about, a specific day, and I want to talk about how this, I would call it a mistake, affected my trading day, how it affected my P&L for the day, how it has affected my trading week, my performance overall, and most importantly, what I learned from this day. Alright, let's dive right into it. And in the back I have, once again, my channel is opened here, and this is the day I want to talk about. It's Tuesday 12th December. This was this week on Tuesday. I placed 4 trades this day, and to show it here, starting off at 9:10, placed first trades, and then throughout the day in 3 hours almost, placed those 4 trades, lost them all. And now, but the most important thing is, I mean, the mistake reflected in the P&L. I could have come out on top, even in profits. And to show that, I want to switch to my charts and how I usually look at them. That's the chart. Let me just like this. And here is Tuesday. So first of all, I always look at the overall direction. And since at the end of November, like, I can see a massive downtrend on DJ. We formed a double top here. This is valid on the daily time frame and on the 4-hour time frame as well. And from there on, just like DJ sinks like a rock and drops like a rock here. And then from there on, we had a short retracement here, formed a low high, and boom, straight through this key level here. It's a very strong key level, held very strong in the past, and straight through, boom, down, kind of retested it, formed another lower high, and then down. So I actually expect it to probably go down even further. And yeah, and then, like, this is the Tuesday I'm talking about. Let's switch to the 5-minute time frame to see it in more detail. We can see here, from Asian session we came, like, in Asian session price made a move to the downside. I mean, more or less just to consolidate here in London and New York session, especially in New York session. In London we got another move down, and that's when I started trading, around about this time. And this is actually my first trade I placed. Going into detail here. First trade of the week, first trade of the day. Boom, almost perfect entry. 3 pips drawdown, something like that. And at 9.23, go out at 9.5. Yes, like 3.5 pips drawdown. And I decided to exit the trade in 3.5 pips drawdown. My stop loss would have been something around here, like 10 pips. And then down. At this moment in time, I got the perfect entry on this trade. Little bit drawdown, boom, decided to get out. Why did I get out? Because I was not able to handle that drawdown. Even if it was not even halfway to my stop loss, it was like 1/3 to my stop loss. I couldn't handle the drawdown. I was doubting my analysis, I was doubting my trade. And I wanted to get a perfect entry on every single trade, because last week I did some very, very good entries, like perfect entries with 0.5 or 1 pip drawdown max. That's when I decided to get out. I got out, boom, like this, trade turned, almost TP, dead set break even, again, and then boom, could have been 1 to 4 or something. And this trade, it's very important. In my opinion, the first trade of the day is very important, because, like, it doesn't matter if it's a win or a loss. but it sets the confidence, it sets the mood for the rest of the day. I mean, if my first trade is a 1 to 3, 1 to 4 risk to reward, I would stop trading for the day. I backed a few percent on my account, and that's good. And I want to keep my profit safe, obviously. But if I have a trade like this on the first trade of the day, where I got out for no reason, it's a very bad trade, because I didn't follow anything, I didn't follow my stop loss, didn't follow my analysis. Apart from the entry, it was very bad. And with this trade at the first trade in the day, this mindset drags or continues throughout the whole day. Then talk about second trades. Boom, that's an instant loss. Like, I accept that. That's a loss I should not even have bought here, looking back, because price was moving down. So, and I decided to buy here. Boom, got smoked instantly. And then another sell. This sell I decided to sell here. Stop loss was around here, but it got out here again. I tried to very desperately try to cut my losers sometimes, and sometimes that ends up good, and I decided to manage it. For example, here on the last trade of the day, we'll come to it later, I cut the losses. Here I also cut the losses a few pips early, not much. But here I decided to cut the losses. Boom, failed. Boom, failed. And the entry is not even, I mean, it's not a good entry. Should have or could have entered here. Looking back, you always learn. But then on the fourth trade, coming to it, is like, could have definitely gone upwards, but with this massive down move in Asian session, like, the probabilities were very low that price would go up, even though it held strong for a few minutes around or above Asian lows again. Could have happened, low probabilities. Then I decided to buy, and I cut my losses at around 6 pips drawdown at this next key level. This was good, actually. But now, looking again at the P&L, this trade could have been a 1 to 2, and this trade, this one could have also been a 1 to 2 if I held and did not try to manipulate and try to cut my losses. So I would have had 2 winners with 1 to 2, that would have been 60 bucks, and 2 losers. So I would have made or ended the day in 30 pips profit, not 30 pips drawdown. So the moral of the story is, let your trades play out. I'm trying very hard to do that, and will continue trying very hard to do that in the future. Just letting my trades play out, either stop loss or either TP. And of course, I try to move my stop loss to break even after price looks strong and is decently in profit. But just looking back on this, it's like, it's a mess. I understand that. If I let my trades play out, to stop loss or TP. If you look at the bigger picture, obviously, if I look at 1 or 2 trades, here I cut my losses. No, here I cut my losses, and here. Then I'm saved 10 bucks or something. But in the long run, I will make money with it, with letting my trades play out and not trying to manipulate my own trades. That is a very big lesson here that I learned. I'm trying very hard to continue that in the future. Alright, that was it. Thank you for watching. A lot to learn from here. For myself, I learned a lot from this day. And I would say I'm still in the beginning. So P&L is like, it's secondary, but still I could have had a different P&L, and if I would have made different decisions here, would have let my trades play out, that would have reflected in the P&L as well, but it's not an indication for success. I understand that, and I learn every day, try to improve every day, keep winning, keep learning, and most importantly, be profitable. Let's go.